Okay. So here we'll start with the new chapter MCQs, that is what? Waves. So in the question number 1, the equation of a wave is given by, so it is given an equation like this: y is equal to 2 sine and here pi multiplied by 0.5x minus 200 t. So this is a given equation. If x and y represented in centimeter and t in second, the wave velocity is, so we have to identify the wave velocity. So just we'll see the general equation. When we observe here, the general equation is given by a sine of kx minus omega t. So the general equation. So when we observe this general equation, there we are going to compare the equations. So when we compare, there you are going to observe. So omega value is 200 here and the k value is what here? 0.5. So on comparing, we can write k is equal to 0.5 and omega is equal to what here? 200. So now wave velocity, this is given by omega divided by k. So this is the equation. So this implies v is equal to, now the omega, this is given as 200 divided by 0.5. So this implies, so now the value you are going to observe this as 400 centimeter per second. So 400 centimeter per second here. So first question option is D. So fourth is the right option. Next question number 2. A stone is dropped into the lake from a tower of 500 meter height. So here height of the tower is given. So height of the tower, what we observe here, so this is given as a 500 meter. Now it is dropped. So dropped in the sense initial velocity it will be 0. So initial velocity of a stone is 0. The sound of the splash which will be heard by the man approximately after a time interval of, ಸಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಗೆ ಆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತ, ಆ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಗೆ ಆ ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಗೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ. ಸೊ ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು, ಅಥವಾ ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಜನರಲ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2a's. In that one v square is equal to, so v square is equal to, or is this equation you are going to replace, sorry not this equation, because distance it is given, s is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 at square. So s in the sense height of the building, h is equal to u value 0 here, 1 by 2. Now acceleration is replaced by acceleration due to gravity. Now so t square is equal to 2h divided by g, or else t is equal to under root of 2h divided by g. So this implies t is equal to under root of 2 into h value. So what is the h value? This is 500 divided by, now the value is 10. So this implies root 100. This will be taken as a 10 seconds. So after getting 10 seconds, you are going to observe a splash heard by the particular man here. So for the question number second one, we have the option C. So option is C here. Next, so question number 3. When sound waves travel from air to water, which of the following remains constant here? So here a sound wave is traveling from air into the water. So air into the water, in the sense sound is moving from a rarer medium into the denser medium. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು observe ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, rarer medium ದಿಂದ denser medium ಗೆ ಒಂದು sound wave movement ಆಗಿದ್ದನ್ನು observe ಮಾಡಿ. So rarer in the sense here air medium, denser in the sense here water medium. So air medium ದಿಂದ water medium ಗೆ change ಆದಾಗ ಆ wave ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So we have the properties of the wave. The first one is wavelength, and the second one is time period, third one is velocity, and the fourth one is frequency. So all these we call as a properties of a wave. So these are the characteristics of a wave here. So out of four, which remains constant? ಯಾವುದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೀವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಏನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಸೊ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಏನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್, so that velocity is reducing, so that wavelength also changes here. So velocity change ಆದರೆ wavelength change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, time period change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, but frequency remains constant here. The reason is we have the formula, so velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. So frequency into wavelength here. So if if a velocity is changing here, frequency should change, so that frequency should remain constant here, so that wavelength should change here. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength ಬರೀತೀರಿ, velocity change ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ wavelength change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ frequency ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So this is a very important property. So here, so question number 3, so we have the option B. Next, question number 4, the equation of a plane progressive wave is given by. So the equation plane progressive wave, so progressive wave the equation mention ಮಾಡೋಣ. So when we have the equation here, that is given by y is equal to, so y is equal to 8 sin pi multiplied by 0.02x minus 4t. So it's a given equation where y and x are in terms of centimeter and time t is in terms of second. So the speed of a wave is, again we have to identify a speed of a wave, that is given by omega divided by k. So again we have v is equal to, now this is going to represent a k value and here it is going to represent omega value. So 4 divided by 0.02. So now on simplification there you are going to observe, so 400 divided by 2, so this is 400 divided by 2, this implies this will be 200 centimeter per second. So the fourth question option is B. So here the option is B. Next, question number 5, two sound source when sounded simultaneously produce 4 beats in 0.25 second. So here you are going to consider two sound waves or is a two sound sources here. Let us assume this is a source 1, so source 1, and let us assume this is given by a source 2. Now the source 1 is having a frequency given by nu 1 and source 2 is having a frequency given by nu 2. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ observe ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, so beat frequency, so beat frequency when we observe theoretically it is given by difference in the frequencies. So beat frequency it is always equals to what here, difference in the frequencies. So now beat frequency ಎಷ್ಟು beat produce ಆಗಿದ್ದು observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ nu 1 minus nu 2, it is producing 4 beats in a 0.25 seconds. So 0.25 second ಒಳಗೆ 4 beat produce ಆಗಿದ್ದು observe ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವಾಗ difference in the frequency ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, so that is what we observe 400 divided by 25. So 400 divided by 25, in the sense we are going to observe the value, this will be 16. So difference in the frequency, this will be 16. So the option is C. So for the question number 5, so we have the option given by C. Next, question number 6. So the equation y1 is given and the equation y2 is given. So the phase difference between the two waves is, so phase difference we have to identify. So y1 is given by a sine of, now here omega t minus kx. So this is a y1. and similarly y2 is given by b cos of, so b cos of what here, omega t minus kx, so this is a y1 as well as y2. So ಈ ಎರಡು ವೇವ್ ನಡುವೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, so xi value ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So what is the value of a xi here? So in order to identify the xi value, again here you are going to observe, so y2 can be replaced, so y2 can be altered like this, so b sine of, so b sine of what we can write here, omega t minus kx plus pi by 4. So this is a value what we can write, sorry, pi by 2 here. So cos function you are going to replace in terms of what here, a sine function. So on comparing we can write, so this is a xi value, so that xi is equal to what here, pi by 2. So option is, for the question number 6 we have the option as a B. Next, question number 7. So again the equation is given here, so y is equal to, so question number 7 ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು equation ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರೆ, so y is equal to, so y is equal to a sine of pi, again this is t divided by 2 minus x divided by 4. So this is a given equation. In that one, so wave moves in 8 seconds. Distance traveled by, or else the distance moved by a wave in 8 seconds. So 8 seconds ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So in order to identify here, again you are going to observe, so then the distance, or else we are going to identify the velocity first. One the velocity first identification mode. So v is equal to, or else the equation y is equal to a sine of pi by 2 into t minus pi by 4 into x. So this is the equation. In that one, it is going to represent omega is equal to pi by 2 and k is equal to pi divided by 4. Now, so if we calculate velocity is equal to omega divided by k, this implies v is equal to omega value is pi by 2 into now 4 divided by pi. So these two will get cancelled here. So velocity is equal to 2 centimeter per second. So this is a distance traveled in a 1 second. So that is the reason. So option is, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 second ಗೆ 2 centimeter move ಆದರೆ distance 8 second ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು move ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾರ್. So for 8 seconds distance traveled it will be 16 centimeter. So the option is fourth one. So for the question number 7, option is D, because velocity we calculated for 1 second it is taking 2 centimeter, whereas if it is taken, so 2 centimeter na consideration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 8 second ಗೆ 16 centimeter move ಆಗಿದ್ದನ್ನ observe ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So because 1 second 2 centimeter, for 8 second it will be 16 centimeter. Next, question number 8. So the phase difference between the 2 points separated by 1 meter in a wave of a frequency 120 hertz is 90 degree. So here the value is given like this. Illen kottaradre phase difference. So phase difference. So here phase difference is 90 degree for a given frequency of 120 hertz when the path difference is 1 meter. So when the path difference is 1 meter, the phase difference between 2 points separated by 1 meter, ಆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಡುವೆ, ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಅದಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಅದಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, 1 ಮೀಟರ್ ಅದ, ಅವಾಗ ಆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಡುವೆ ಇರೋ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫೇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. Now the frequency is given as 120 hertz. Then we have to identify what is the wave velocity. So we should identify a v value. So in order to identify v value, so we have the basic formula that is given by a path difference. So path difference is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi into phase difference. So very important formula. So we are going to observe a path difference is equal to what here? Lambda divided by 2 pi multiplied by a phase difference here. Now the path difference is 1 meter is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi into. So now the phase difference is 90 degree, so that we can write pi divided by 2. So pi get cancelled. Lambda is equal to 4 meter. So we have the lambda. Now we have to identify velocity, that will be frequency into wavelength. So frequency is given as 120 multiplied by, now the wavelength, it is given as 4 meter. So that the velocity what we obtained here, this will be, you are going to observe 480 meter per second. So here it will be 480 meter per second. So for the question number 8, so the option is C. So 480 meter per second. Okay. So question number 9. So velocity of a sound in air is 330 meter per second. For a particular sound in air, the path difference of 40 centimeter is equivalent to the phase difference of 1.6 pi. The wavelength of the light is. So here it is given path difference of a 40 centimeter. So len kotara path difference na mention madara. So it is 40 centimeter. So that we can write 40 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Now the phase difference. So now the phase difference is, so xi value, it is 1.6 pi. So phase difference is given 1.6 pi here. Now delta is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi into xi. So path difference is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi into phase difference. In that one, again we have to identify wavelength. So lambda is equal to 2 pi into delta divided by xi. So this is a xi. In that one, lambda is equal to 2 pi into, now so 40 into 10 to the power of minus 2 divided by 1.6 pi. So here pi get cancelled. Now this will be 80 into 10 to the power of minus 2 divided by 1.6. In the sense, again we can write, so 50 into 10 to the power of minus 2, or else we can write 0.5 meters. So the wavelength is 0.5 meters. So for the question number 9, so we have the option B. Next, question number 10. The velocity of a sound is greatest in. So velocity highest. So remember, velocity is always greatest in the solids. So solids followed by liquids, again followed by what here? Gases. So highest it will be always, remember, in the solids. So steel is having a more amount of what here? Velocity, because solid in the sense steel here, and in the second option water is given, this will be liquid, and in the third option air is mentioned, this will be gaseous, and in the fourth option hydrogen, again it will be gases. So steel again highest velocity observe 3, so that we can observe in the case of solids. So for the question number 10, we have the option A. So option is A here. Next, the same velocities of a sound in a air and a velocity of a sound in a hydrogen and a steel. So it is given V1, V2 and V3. So V1, V2 and V3 are mentioned here, and V1 is going to represent. So V1 is going to represent velocity of. So velocity of what here? Air. So velocity of air, it is denoted by V1 here, and a velocity of a hydrogen. So velocity of hydrogen, it is denoted by, so it is denoted by what here? V2, whereas V3 is going to represent velocity of what here? Steel. So which is highest value? So which is highest here? V3 will be larger. So V3 will be larger compared to what here? V2, and it will be larger compared to what here? V1. Or else we can write V1 is lesser than V2, and again lesser than V3. So option is, for the question number 11, we have option C. So option C is the right one. So here question number 12, the equation, so what y is equal to, so the equation given by y is equal to a cos of kx and sine of omega t, so which is going to represent, so the option is progressive wave with the traveling along a positive x-axis, progressive wave along the negative x-axis, a stationary wave traveling along the x-axis. So fourth option is a stationary wave. So remember, stationary wave means it is not at all moving, so it is compulsory, it is in a stationary condition, so that is the reason. So options third one is not a right one. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ವೇವ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ವೇವ್ ನೆವರ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಐದರ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಐದರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ವೇವ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ವೇವ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ y is equal to a sine of what here kx minus omega t. So this equation represent a progressive wave. So this equation represent a progressive wave if it is along what here positive x-axis. So if it is along a positive x-axis, there we can observe the equation given by y is equal to a sine of kx minus omega t. Now the same equation y is equal to a sine of omega t minus kx if it is moving along the negative x-axis. Again this is also taken as a progressive wave. So idunu in consideration ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, progressive wave ಆಗಿ consideration ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So now the equation what we got here, so this is going to represent always a stationary equation. So this equation is representing a stationary wave. So the option for the question number 12, this is D. So question number 12, so we have the option D here. Next question number 14, sorry, question number 13. A stationary wave is represented by equation y is equal to 8 cos 2 pi x, next sine 50 pi. So here you are going to observe y is equal to, so y is equal to 8 cos of what here 2 pi x, so 2 pi x, next sine of, so sine of what here 50 pi t. So here it is 50 pi t here. Now suppose x is equal to 0, suppose x is equal to 0, what happens here, y is equal to 8, now this term is 0, so cos 0 is 1, next sine of what here 50 pi t. So again we can write y is equal to 8 sine of 50 pi t. So this is the equation. So now on comparing this equation, you are going to observe which position. Say this point is called as a node point. So whenever we have a stationary waves like this, in that one, this is called as a node point and this is called as a node point here. Again this point is called as a node point and this point we consider as a antinode. So this is also antinode here and this point is also as a antinode and this is also what here, antinode. So antinode has a maximum displacement. So antinode has what here, maximum displacement. So y value should not be what here 0. So equation comparison ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ y value 0 ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ y value ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ antinode. So it is representing a antinodes here. So for question number 13 we have the option D. Next question number 14, so which of the following equation represents a wave? So ಯಾವ equation a wave na representation ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? So the general equation when we write here, that is given by y is equal to, so y is equal to a sine of kx minus omega t plus xi. So this was the general equation, so which are representing what here, a wave. So when we observe, so options here, so options fourth one is the right one. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ fourth option ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, so y is equal to a sine of, instead of a kx it is given as a at minus bx plus a c. So here a is going to represent omega and b is going to represent a k value and a c is going to represent a phase difference. So that is the reason, so option is fourth is a right one. So question number 14, option is fourth one. Next, question number 15. The intensity of a progressive wave not in loss of free medium is. So we are going to observe intensity of a progressive wave. So when we have the intensity, the equation we have to remember I is equal to 2 pi f square and a square rho multiplied by n. So here, sorry, not n, so it is v. So here v is going to represent velocity of a progressive wave. So velocity of a progressive wave, and a is going to represent amplitude of a progressive wave, and rho is going to represent density of a material, and f is going to represent a frequency of a wave. So this is the frequency of a wave here. So whereas rho is going to represent a density of a wave. So from all these options, directly proportional to square of the amplitude. So we can write I is directly proportional to a square, and directly proportional to velocity of the wave. So I is directly proportional to v. So where I is going to represent intensity of a wave. So intensity of what here? A wave. Next, the third option, directly proportional to square of the frequency. So I is directly proportional to what here? A square of the frequency. In the fourth option, inversely proportional to the density. Here it is given inversely proportional to what here? Density, which is wrong. So here, if you observe, intensity is directly proportional to what here? Density, but not the inversely proportional. So that is the reason. So question number 15. So we have the option D. Next, question number 16. A standing wave having 3 nodes and 2 antinodes is formed between 2 atoms having a distance 1.21 angstroms. So here 3 node points and 2 antinode points. So here it is given 3 nodes here, and it is given 2 antinode points here. Let us draw the wave diagram. So when we draw the wave diagram here, so we are going to observe first node point, second node point, and this is what here? Third node point. So this is a node point here. So this is the first one, this second node, and this is what here? Third node point. In that one, it should have a 2 antinodes. So let us write, this is what you are going to observe, the graph like this. ಈ ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು observe ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, graphically representation ಈ ರೀತಿ observe ಮಾಡಿ. So is what we observe, first antinode, and this is what we observe, second antinode. So 2 antinodes and 3 node points like this. If that is the case, the distance 1.21 angstrom between them. So there you are going to observe distance between them. So total distance in observe madiri. So this distance is 1.21 angstrom. So if we have this as a total distance 1.21 angstrom, the wavelength of the standing wave is. So we have to identify a wavelength. So remember, wavelength means it is one complete. So it is the wavelength between what here? Node point into the complete. Oh, so here the wavelength what we getting here. So this is a distance between node point to node point here. That's the reason. Again the wavelength, there we are going to observe 1.21 angstrom only. So there is no change in the wavelength. So for the question number 16, we have the option A. Next, question number 17. The standing waves are produced in a 10 meter long stretched wire. So here length is given here. So length has a 10 meter. So length is given as a 10 meter, and it is if the string vibrates in a 5 segments. So 5 segments. So here you are going to observe 5 segments here. Next, so the wave velocity is given as 20 meter per second. So when we have to identify the frequency. So in order to identify the frequency, each segment having a value given by lambda divided by 2. So lambda divided by 2, that will be equals to what here? N value, and lambda is equal to 2n divided by 5. So this implies lambda is equal to 2 into 10 divided by 5. So these two will get cancelled here. Lambda is equal to 4 meter. Next, so we have to identify the frequency. So f is equal to velocity divided by a wavelength. So this implies F is equal to, now the velocity is 20 divided by, now it will be 4. So frequency is equal to what we have here. So this will be 5 Hertz. So for the question number 17, we are going to observe the option as a C. So this completes your waves MCQs.